Hi guys, and welcome to Cat Tarot Nose Spread or Dealing with the Exes, which is going to be a monthly feature because I did get so many responses and so many requests. However, I have to tell you, for the private readings, this is like highly energy intensive. I cannot do it within the special, and this reading is offered for $45. Hi Aries, welcome to your April Dealing with the Exes Cat Tarot Nose Spreads. So let's see, I have reshuffled, so let's jump into the action right away. So let's see, what was in your toolbox here? Queen of Swords. My gosh, you can shred somebody with words. Is that a good thing to have? I guess it can be a tool at times. What needed to be fixed? Some kind of balance. This partnership that you had didn't have balance. It was not give and take, and could be a third person as well in it. So how did he or she see you? And again, I'm saying this for everybody, and I'll keep saying this in every reading. Please remember that this can be anybody, you or the partner in you, vice versa, right? Or the third person even here. So you will know the best which one fits. And please put it in the comments so I know as well. So he sees you as the one who maybe he doesn't see you as a relationship potential, or he might see you as not willing to be in this relationship. Communication. Communication was very harsh and very argumentative. Look at this person, how giggling and laughing, and two people are walking away. If somebody felt they have the upper hand, that's called Pyrrhic victory, where somebody does win, and it is a winning, but you really don't win because two people lost. So you lost friends, you lost, ability to be trusted in. And if the conversation is there, it's kind of like haha, kind of a conversation, kind of like rubbing into somebody's face. Very immature energy. So 5s and 7s are really bad, and then looking for the 6s and 3s and 1s and 10s basically as well in this spread. And the whole spread actually comes to 3, and 3 is that spiritual uplifting energy. So how did he see himself or herself? So interesting. I think this is exactly the same card that Cancer had. Somebody needed to apologize, or somebody felt that they're coming through, they have to come through with telling the truth. There were things going on behind the scenes that the other partner was not aware of, and this is kind of like that sneaky energy that had to be clarified, right? So let's see, judgment, the kind of like projection down on your relationship. Well, this judgment says it could work. This relationship could have worked. Like it had this potential for this 10 of Pentacles, for commitment, for celebration, or it maybe had some kind of celebratory nature in it, right? Because we have here couple and elderly and dogs and kids, or so the universe kind of felt that, given that this is kind of fixed, even though the ingredient was understanding that there was no victory, understanding this kind of like, was unglued because of that, and that's why there were the sharp words, and the balance has to be kind of established, and that's when this can be built. But let's say quality of it. Somebody got really burnt, I would say. And look, here it's like this big guarding, but he's understanding, look, if I guard myself, I'm never going to get anywhere. So this is slowly coming back to life, understanding to build it. But it looks to me, it's lots of pentacles. So this could be a very solid relationship, or maybe living with someone, something that kind of integrates the finances as well. But let's continue, because you need all these 4 ingredients, right, for a relationship. So magic chest, you first got Queen of Swords reversed, now you're getting Queen of Cups. So all these qualities that should be upright, like downward. So Queen of Cups could be something overall emotional. It could be the third party. We will know soon, because here this can also mean the third party, something that needs to be done, which also talks about the balance. So what needs to be fixed? The injustice needs to be fixed. And yes, definitely. Queen of Swords could be unjust, could be verbal, And this could be that apologies about this verbal kind of like issues, like arguments, right? This also kind of like when you prick somebody and you just really want to be mean, you have a bad day, and then this explodes in your face and everybody's losing it, right? So yeah, this has to be repaired. Again, like there are no victors in relationships. So how does he see you? He sees you as an option, and maybe somebody who is really not having this much joy. But this can also mean third party, or sees you as a third wheel. So yeah, no relationship, third party. It can also mean one night stand. It's kind of weird because we are going from a commitment down here. Communication, yeah, look, it's a 10 reverse. Like this whole happy home all of a sudden is slipping through your fingers because of all these things happening. And yeah, look, now we have the 5. We have this like bickering, misunderstanding, sort of like giving wrong messages, right? So hurting others. So this was maybe hurting others and thinking how to say it, and this is literally doing some kind of activities that are kind of like hurting others. So this is happening now, like in April, right? And it's hurting like your feelings that absolutely that you wanted to have this joyfulness and that you wanted to have this home and happiness, and it's like overall feeling of injustice, right? And it could be that the other people are involved in this. That doesn't have to necessarily be the third person, but somebody has their say. Queen of Swords, Queen of Cups, and since this stance came out, could be the family that is pushing on it and having their say. And as usual, family always wants what they want, and sometimes they're right. That's an unfortunate thing, right? Sometimes they know better what is for us, but we are emotionally charged and kind of cannot see it. But they say actually the friends are the ones who are the best predictor of relationship success, not the family, because family is also having their own programming. So, from 10 to death, from the commitment, so now you see a little bit more that whole commitment has to be redefined and has to die in order for something else to be born. And you see the relationship is reminiscing, so absolutely there is a memory of this relationship. There is something that still exists, is still present. So magic box, there is sort of like quietness, which is really nice to have after this being overly emotional, blurring your eyes out, crying your eyes out, to being harsh. So it could be like it was a back and forth over here. It's not necessarily just one-sided. Like one party was very emotional, another party was like poking and teasing and having sort of like really energy. So I don't know who was who, but Aries sometimes when it's hurt gets even more aggressive as a way out of pain. So yeah, what needs to be fixed? Passion needs to be fixed. Yeah, so passion was this was getting overly passionate. This is going in a different direction. This is going in the direction of hate. Yeah, one of you is burnout. One of you is burnout. One of you, the sun has set. One of you feels like, okay, you know what? I don't know about this commitment. I don't see it anymore. Like the sun is falling down, kind of a thing. However, there is a wish card here, and there is still wishing for it. There's still kind of like striving for it. And he or the partner also doesn't want to be single. Judgment sees, again, like you see this saying, you have to kill something, something has to die to move ahead, and yet there is like this coming back to something, returning back to something. But I don't see it as being repaired yet. So anyway, let's see. And as far as reunion, like that will be hopeless. Really, there will be no bright spot with doing this. So this could be just wishful thinking. So yeah, look at this. There is this enormous sexual attraction. this relationship needs building. It really needs building. It's right now residing on one person not willing to be single. This is not a good reason to be in a relationship, and they're not willing to be single. And here's another 9. So this is sort of like where you need to solidify, kind of like a cement, and kind of like firming something up. Instead, you're bickering. You're always pointing fingers, or you are emotional, you're this, you're this. Maybe somebody's even toying with being outside of the relationship, right? So look, he might see you as you breaking up. You might be breaking up. You might just get fed up with it, or one of you might just get fed up with it. Look, Hierophant and Devil, this can mean divorce as well. It can mean divorce on a very, very bad terms. And this is kind of like really confusing, so let's see. Yeah, Page of Pentacles is like end of communication. It's miscommunication at the very least, or absolutely end of the communication. It could be also a big misunderstanding. So here he's coming to his senses, like from, or she, or your partner. Oh, I don't want to be single. I will be the best partner you can have. And there is this promises coming at some point toward the end of the month. And look, Judgment is pulling 3 of Swords. Came on, he's going to hurt you. This is kitty, 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 come here, and then snap, right? So this is kind of like being, come here, you come there, then he abandons you, rejects you, right? Come back, come away. So it's kind of like pull and push energy, lots of pull and push energy over here. And ultimately, this is again card of coming back. So Aries, you might go back, but it's not going to be healthy. I just want to see 1 more week what will happen after that. Well, you will kind of get in control, but there will be so many secrets about it. Your partner will be knight in the shining armor and try to behave on their best, you know, but there will be secrets and there will be burdens, and somebody will feel still being left in the cold. So you don't have foundation for building this relationship, right? So this is what needs to be built: balance, justice, passion, small little daily things that you are dealing with, and bickering and not taking too much of the burden. So if you're coming back, think that this has to be built. Absolutely think that it has to be built. You know, because if somebody's pointing at you, oh well, you're the emotional one, oh well, you're this, you're this, you're that, but on the other hand, you could be the one breaking this up. You could be the one calling it off and saying this is too much of the burden. So it's going to be one of these 2 choices. So Aries, tell me which way it's going to be. And you know that for your private readings with your private energies, you can contact me to get your own energy. So thank you very much. I love you, and I'm looking forward to your comments. Bye.